We've come to the last segment, and it's called 5 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you have 5 questions and 5 minutes to answer them. First question, do you take holidays?
I do. Yes, very much.
Why do you take holidays?
Well, when I would take holidays, if I've got an event in LA or New York or something with Tourism Australia or whatever it may be, I would always tag on a good 7 days after that. Now, if it's in California, I might go down to Mexico or something like that. Or if it's in New York, I'll hang around there or whatever it may be.
Question number 2, if you weren't in this business, what would you be doing and why?
All right, I'd have to be a rock star.
I can see that.
I like music and
Have
stuff
you picked
like
out
that.
the name?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I haven't really looked into it. Look, that or a barman or have a small sort of bar or something like that. I like the hospitality of the business I'm in.
What's the best piece of career advice you've ever received?
Well, I've received it and I give it to this day. I think it goes back to those things: determination, passion, and commitment. A couple of my bosses always said you have to be determined and committed to what you do. You know, it's just not cooking, especially, is a profession that is not a job that is half done. It's you've got to get a foundation, and my foundation was French cookery. I learned French cookery, so I think learning that foundation, you can go from there, as in journalism or bank manager or whatever it may be. You've got to have a foundation. There's no shortcuts to be successful. Not that I'm successful, but I'm just saying you should not take shortcuts in anything. What's the point? Life's too short for shortcuts. You know, shortcuts are the longest distance between 2 points. Did you know that? Because you just got to go back and do it again. That's my view.
I love that quote. Life is too short for shortcuts. Is that yours or did you borrow it from someone?
No, I think I just made it up then.
I like it. Question number 4. What's one thing that would surprise people to learn about you?
Well, yes, that is a good one as well. I think that I'm actually quite, we talked about boardroom meetings and how I would prefer to have a meeting. I get into a boardroom meeting that I'm called to if I have to go to one, and it just bugs me. So I try to turn it around in my favour to relax it and drop a stupid joke and no one laughs, and that makes it more uncomfortable. But no, I try to be relaxed and fun. I want to turn things into a bit of a relaxed situation.
I imagine you're not doing any boardroom meetings right now. No.
In fact, I've got at my head office, boardroom, you spell B-O-A-R-D, right?
Yeah.
On my boardroom, it's B-O-R-E-D, boardroom.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Question number 5. This one is about either a person or a business. Somebody or something that's impressed you lately that you would like our listeners to know about.
Yeah. Well, I think on this one, you've got to look and take your hat off at everyone. And there's many I could pick out, but I think at the moment in our industry, the hospitality business, you've got to really take your hat off to everyone who's having a crack and doing things now and trying to survive. And the example of that little restaurant I went to yesterday for lunch, they'd opened a week before COVID kicked in, and they've just reopened again. And could you imagine what they were going through in the last 3 months to get those doors open? But it is tough for everyone, and it's not going to get much easier. Without being negative, I mean, the way people are pivoting and doing different things, I think that's incredible. And I think you've got to take your hat off to all those chefs, restaurateurs, wait persons, bar people doing different things to keep going, because that's what we need to do. And I think you get, sorry to cut you off, you get creative as well. We're going to see a lot of creative things come out.
I was just going to say, I feel like we should name that restaurant because you've talked about it a few
Yeah,
times.
I was just trying to think of it. It's called Leo.
Oh,
Leo
I know someone that went there last week.
Ash Street.
Angel Place?
Yeah, Angel Place. That's it. Yeah. So there you go. It was beautiful food, a couple of good young cooks, and yeah, it was good.
That's 2 people in 2 weeks that I know that have been there since it's reopened.
Right.
So it must be worth checking out.
Yeah. Well, I got taken there, so it was good.